Shabbat Shalom. I have a feeling most people who can hear my voice are actually not on this floor of this building right now, which is an odd feeling. So I think those of us who are in the sanctuary should think of ourselves as singing them up into this sanctuary of prayer, inviting them with our voices. I have a feeling there might have been an ice cream sandwich delay going on downstairs, so we may have, made the problem we're currently facing. But if you're in our sanctuary, if you're in the building, if you're on Zoom, it doesn't matter. We are delighted to be celebrating Shabbat with you and having our little taste of Shavuot, the holiday coming up in the middle of next week with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. And Samantha, how's it looking down there? Are people starting to come on up? All right, excellent. Should we keep singing to them?
We'll just...
All right, let us welcome this Shabbat. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Now we are so excited to light our Shabbat candles. You'll notice we have 2 sets of Shabbat candles up here. And for our first set of lighting, we would love for Sue and Nan to come on up because this is the 5th anniversary of their conversion. So Sue and Nan, if you would head on up, 5th year since they converted to Judaism. And we're also going to ask Teddy and Susanna and their parents to come on up to light the second set of candles. And if you took a prayer book, you'll find this blessing on page 1 at the top of the page. Come on over here.
Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehad lekner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov to you.
Mazel tov.
If you turn to page 11 at the top of the page, Lecha Dodi Shabbat Shalom U'Mivorach. Come, my friends, let us greet the Shabbat, because Shabbat is a source of blessing. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pene Shabbat Nekabla Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pene Shabbat Nekabla. Take a deep breath and let it out. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach. And let's do that again. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach.
And we turn to page 16, rising in our bodies or in our spirits, calling to each other to come find a home in this sanctuary of prayer. Baruch Hu, dear one.
Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home.
At the bottom of page 17, our invitation to listen to the ways all of our lives are connected and one, the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem The bottom of page 21. The bottom of page 21.
The bottom of page 21. These were the words the Israelites sang when they crossed to freedom. And we get to sing these words now, praying that everybody wakes up free.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osef felech, osef felech, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osef felech, osef felech. And there are so many things that feel good about being in the sanctuary tonight. One is that we still have sunlight. We are able to see out of our beautiful windows. And another reason is because we have people in the sanctuary tonight who I think it might be your first time at a Friday night service here with us. And if that is true of you, we would love to welcome you. Would you just raise your hand if this is your first Friday night service here with us? Welcome to you. We are so delighted to have you here. And we are going to turn to a song called One Day. And if you are a person who is 13 or under and you enjoy singing One Day and you enjoy standing up here singing One Day, I would like to invite you up. Just be very careful of the Shabbat candles. You are welcome to come up and help lead it. And One Day has become our universal cry, our universal song for peace. Maya and Nora, I think you need to come up, right?
Come on, Naomi.
All right, Naomi, come on up.
Yes.
Yeah, come right, fill in this spot. And we're going to begin with the words Hashkivenu, which you'll find on page 22 in your prayer books. Yes. Say, may every person who lives on this earth
Thank you.
go to bed in peace and wake up in the morning to peace and safety all around them. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, lahavidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, lahavidenu malkeinu lechaim. And don't be shy to come up if you still want to come. Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. And then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down, So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose. We all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent. Blood-drenched pavement, keep on moving though the waters stay raging. And in this maze you can lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it faze you, no way, no way. 'Cause sometimes in my tears I drown, get me down. Surround, someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. One day all this will change. Treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. All right, let's end it with a Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom V'Hamidenu Malkeinu L'Chai. And may these words come true speedily and soon in our day. And thank you all for joining us up here. We'll have you back again, but you can take your seats for right now.
Who had an ice cream sandwich? Who knows we're having cheesecake after? Who knows why? Why? It's Shavuot. What do we celebrate on Shavuot? The barley harvest, yes. That is the ancient version, if you go way, way back, of what we're celebrating. But we like to celebrate a lot of things all at the same time. So it's the barley harvest, and it's also other things. Anybody want to add what else it is? Jacob? Yeah. The Torah. What about the Torah? Getting it, exactly. Because in the fall, we'll celebrate the ending and the beginning of Torah. So it's not that Torah holiday, it's the other Torah holiday. The one where Moses went up the mountain, we're told, and who was at the bottom of the mountain? Everybody. And I mean you. We were all there, the tradition says. That each and every one of us was at Sinai, and that each of us heard what was happening a little bit differently. And what I love about tonight, as Beth said, there are some people who are here for the first time on a Friday, but I love that there is someone from every generation of our community here tonight, because at Sinai, there was someone from every generation. I'm not telling you which generation you're in, okay? I'm just telling you I'm glad you're here, one way or another. And so we get to have the chance to hear a version of the 10 utterances, the 10 sentences, the 10 really good ideas that were at the heart of our tradition that has grown and grown since then. And because tradition says we were standing at Sinai, I'm going to ask you to rise in body or in spirit. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am the eternal, the continual unfolding of all. I am the force of transformation, the energy of liberation.
Do not seek to arrest me in motion or create me with your own hands. Do not give yourself to false gods. Be with uncertainty, allow mystery.
Do not lift up my essence for lies and deceit. Do not use my name to justify destruction.
Remember Shabbat and keep it holy. Stop, pause, be, honor creation. rest and allow others to rest as well.
Honor your parents. Honor those upon whose shoulders you stand.
Do not murder.
Do not betray. Honor each other's vulnerabilities. Have reverence for intimacy.
Do not steal.
Do not lie. Do not use words to hurt or destroy.
Do not be led astray by comparing yourself to others. Do not get lost in desiring what others have. Be content. Be fulfilled with what your life brings.
We turn to the Amidah. We'll sing the 6 words that ask for our ability to pray. Having heard these 10 utterances, we'll turn to our own private prayers and reflections after we sing these 6 words together in community. If you are in the prayer book, we begin on page 25.
Sefatai tivta ufia giteilatecha Adonai sefatai tivta ufia giteilatecha.
Tragedy has continued and grown for 244 days. We have continued to expand our circle of concern and of prayer. And I would ask that you join your voices with me tonight in praying for those who are not free to return home. I want to write a perfect poem, a poem so courageous and beautiful that it causes flowers to bloom and wars to end. I want to write the perfect song, a song so penetrating and true that it causes birds to sing and peace to flourish. In truth, I just want them home. Forget the poetry. Forget the song. I want them home, all of them, home now. Amen.
Turn to the words of Mishaberach on page 130, the far right column in the bold print. Praying for those who are in need of healing of mind and body, spirit, mood. As a community, we are praying for the healing of Tim Collins, Pat Urich, Bob Yampolsky, Mark Sachs, Wayne Hoffman, Joanne Tompkins, Rivka Batchayeva Aharon, Sarah Podrachik, Alana Martel, Frank Caffarelli, Karen Boeri, Ethan White, Jan Amsterdam, Debbie Rice, Rachel Ratchin, Tori Macia, Sarah Leah Bataiboshena, V'Moshe Shloma, Susan Olar, Joanne Travis, Rebecca Khalifa, Linda Swartz, Ruth Ginsburg, Ed Snow, Ken Doucette, Danny Brown, Diana Sanders, Tom Lemons, Liliana Walheim Martinez, Frank, Andy, Joyce, and Bert, Laura Bell, Laureen Huckle, Jenny Vanderpool, Annie Graham and her family, Sarah Kianowski, Ayelet Gal Bat Chava V'her Shmuel, Stanley Roth, Debbie Gilman, Neil Daniels Midman, Anya Kabel, and Sue Boardman. And if there are loved ones you would like to add to this list who are in need of healing, if you are joining us online, please add into the chat. And if you are right here, we'll be honored to call on you as you raise your hand. And man. Say that. So all of the names, the loved ones who have been mentioned, for all of the loved ones we are holding in our hearts, send this healing prayer to all who are in need of healing across this planet. Join our voices together. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. end our Amidah with the words sanctuary. Adonai, prepare me to be a sanctuary. May we be a safe place for each other, strengthening our bonds and letting that energy, that strength flow out to the world. Adonai, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and in thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Adonai, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and in thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
If you feel comfortable, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to picture what Jacob told us we are celebrating today, the giving of Torah at Sinai. And I'm going to remind you of a couple of key players so that you can draw this picture in your head. So Sinai is a mountain in a desert. Get a visual on that. Moses is going up by himself, and all of the Israelites are there, including us, but they're not allowed on the mountain. So they're all around the mountain, but they're not there. Do you have it in your head? Do you have it? All right, you gotta answer. It's not a rhetorical question. Do you have it? Yes, okay, good. Now you can open your eyes. What did it look like? What did the Israelites look like? How many were there?
So many.
So many. Who said so many? All right, so tell me what so many looks like.
All around the bottom of the mountain.
Okay, so let's get the mountain in our minds, right? All around the bottom, we've got Israelites. Who else has a visual on the Israelites? Beth, yeah?
They're as many as the grains of sand in the sea.
Many as the grains of sand in the sea. Okay, that many of them are surrounding this mountain. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's not just surrounding the bottom of the mountain, it's farther than that.
It's further than that.
Further than you can see.
Okay, perfect. I love that. So imagine a mountain. Imagine Israelites all spread out further than you can see, because it's all of us. And Moses is going up the mountain. Now, when you picture Moses, what do you see? It's a little bit of a trick question, right? Because, I don't know. Charlton Heston. How many of you picture Charlton Heston? All right. How many of you have a Prince of Egypt picture in your mind? You're my generation if you've got Prince of Egypt. And if you have neither of those, then you're younger than all of us, okay? So you can sort of date yourself by your visual on Moses. But other than Charlton Heston, what else? What does it look like? Okay, so if you're down below and Moses is way up high, right? Teeny little dude, right? And in your imagining of the attire, he's not dressed like me today, right? But he's wearing a shmata, as my grandmother would have called it, which is a robe, and he's got a staff. Anybody else got a different visual on Moses? Mayim, tell me your visual. Long, messy beard. All right, What do you have? Yeah. A really long right beard, like this long? Longer. All the way down to the ground. You got to be careful climbing a mountain with a beard all the way down to the ground. It's a tripping hazard. But Moses pulled it off, right? He did it. What do you have, Judy? He must have had a Nalgene bottle, okay? Oh, the Michelangelo version, okay. Maya. An old guy. Okay. Hi.
My opinion is that he's filled with light. His eyes are full of light. His soul is full of light. His mouth itself is holy space that is beyond strength.
Okay, Hai's got looking at the mountain, not just from the physical point of view, but from the spiritual sense of it's an entire space of holiness. And somehow that holiness is radiating through Moses. Is that the right image? And that there is a light sort of coming out of him as a result of the connection to that holiness. So the tradition says yes to everything you imagined. I'm not sure the beard ever touched the floor in the imaginings, but what you just did is wrote a midrash, which is a holy story that tries to make sense of something. So from now on, I'm going to picture Moses having to throw his beard over his shoulder, okay? And you all can or not. But Hai, I want to talk about a piece of the tradition that sort of plays on your vision. And it comes from a book called the Zohar, which comes thousands of years after this story is told. And in the Zohar, do you know what they make a big deal out of? What Moses is wearing. And they ask, what's he wearing up there? And the answer is a cloud. A cloud? Why is Moses wearing a cloud? And what does it look like when you're wearing a cloud, right? This is I think, a fair question, having never worn a cloud myself. Well, the thunder cloud passed us by, but out that window for about 5 minutes ago, and I was going to time it perfectly, but I missed it, there was a giant storm about to come through. And when you looked at that storm, I was thinking of Sinai, because Sinai, we're told, is cloaked in a giant cloud, an enormous cloud, and you can hear thunder and you can see light flashing. But that's not quite what they wrap Moses in this book called the Zohar. They imagine that the light of the sun is also shining through this storm. And who knows what happens when you have a storm and you have sun and they mix together? Who knows what you get? Fred, was that you? Did I hear your voice? A rainbow. So they imagine that Moses goes up the mountain wrapped in a rainbow. Up into this storm with light shining and flashing and the holiness so present that the mountain is shaking, and he's wrapped in every color you can imagine. And the lesson seems to be that these beautiful and different colors that go with Moses, that wrap around him as he's going up, they're how he gets that close to the holiness. They're the reason he gets to go so high on this holy mountain. It's through these colors that Moses gets to be the first one to hear God's Torah, God's voice. And this month, you may notice we have special decorations here in our sanctuary, because this month we celebrate Shavuot, we celebrate the giving of Torah, and we also celebrate Pride, whose symbol is the rainbow. And so it seems to me that we are invited to see the rainbow, this symbol of pride, as the way to holiness, as the pathway to holiness. And I pray for each of us that we continue to build a world that celebrates that each one of us shines in our own unique way, and that is holy. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We turn to page 44, turning our hearts to those whose presence continues to be a blessing to us even after their life has ended, with the words of mourners Kaddish.
We are remembering all who have died in senseless violence around the world this week. And the yortzites tonight include Henrietta Fines, grandmother of Judy Fines, and Linda Silverman. And in this year of memory, we remember Caroline Hirschfeld, Florence Foreman, Eileen Kleinkopf, and Kathy Nath. And if there are loved ones you are remembering tonight whose yortzeit is around this time of year, or who are feeling especially close to you, please raise your hand and say their name aloud and write their name in the chat if you're joining us online.
For all those named, for those who have no one to say their names for them, we become one community, connected in the sacred act of remembering with the words of mourners Kaddish. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'miram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be an abiding blessing. As together we say,
Amen.
You may be seated.
And because we have 2 of the 3 chair people of our camping trip, I'd like to say formally that our camping trip registration has opened, and the camping trip is on July 26th to 28th, that last weekend of July in Tamworth, New Hampshire, and all are invited to this wonderful experience. And next Friday night is our annual Pride Shabbat at 7:30, and all are invited and encouraged to attend this festive service as well. And we are going to end our service with a song about the Torah. Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Let's make it around. It is a tree. Shalom, 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 shalom. All right, switch your part. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. All right, you guys, let's sing Shalom together. Here we go. Shalom, 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 shalom. Woo. Shabbat shalom. And because we did Kiddush and Motzi to begin the dinner, you are free to go downstairs. There is some left. There's dessert down there.
Yeah.
So please go enjoy and be out on the balcony, wherever you'd like to be.